Now I have been hearing stuff explode in this pocket ever since I started fishing, so I have a feeling something's back here. I'm gonna keep walking for a second. Look at those fish right there. What are they doing? I wonder if maybe one of those bigger cruisers wants like a soft plastic swim bait. Oh gosh, holy cow, one ate it literally as it hit the water. That's crazy. Now folks, my main goal for this episode was to have an epic guest on, one who you may have seen on the channel before, but I've referenced him a bunch of times, and that is Bassmaster Elite Series angler Jordan Lee. He was supposed to join us for today's absolutely epic pond mission, but he found a fuel leak in his bass boat, so he had to cancel. I guess he's got responsibilities or whatever. But I can tell you one thing, it's not that he didn't want to fish today's pond, because I have a feeling it's gonna be pretty epic. But how's it going, folks, and welcome back to 200 Ponds. My goal in this series as your host is to fish, of course, 200 different ponds for bass, but teach you guys something every single episode to help make you a better bass angler. So if that's what you're all about, hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna put my sunglasses on because it's sunny outside, and I'm gonna get to rigging a few rods. Now, we are in central Alabama today. We are on a beautiful pond, a beautiful property, I should say. I may throw a normal color Thunder Cricket. I also may throw my favorite 5-inch line through swim bait, and potentially a little wacky rig action, you know, because I got the new Lew's CRX combo. It's one that they want me testing out. It's a 7-foot medium light fast, and I'm gonna be honest, feels a little more whippy than a medium light fast, but I think it'll be really good for light, 4-inch wacky worms and the new tumbleweed. That's right, folks, the little fuzzy circle, or I guess 12 side. What's the dectagon? And you know what? I'm gonna take the Thunder Cricket off, even though it's probably good in the wind. And if I start getting some snot grass and stuff on my crankbait, I'm gonna put back on the vibrating jig, even though I'm keeping the swim bait on. But I wanna put a crankbait on, because I told y'all I would throw a crankbait more this year, and I just haven't done it. So if there's still pre-spawn or post-spawners in here, and I can, I'm gonna catch them on a crankbait. And this tackle bag right here is the Evolution Largemouth 3.0. I actually had a hand in designing this bag. We have some awesome pockets up here made of PVC, totally snag proof for all your glide baits, your Alabama rigs, your spinner baits, buzz baits, that kind of stuff. We got pockets here, plier holder. Up here's another pocket. You can put your soft plastics in these 2 buckets or pinch them in and fit up to 6 3600 size boxes, as well as 3 down below. And you don't even need anything in there for it to sit up. And good news for y'all, you can use code TRF2025 to save 20% on your entire Evolution purchase. So thanks to them for sponsoring this series. I'm gonna quit yapping, and we're gonna get down to pond number 119. Now, as you can see here, the shot is way too dark. That's because it is, we'll start with conditions here, partly cloudy, and the clouds are actually pretty thick when they do pass over the sun. But the clouds are moving really, really fast. That's because of the high winds we have today. It is 15 to 20, sometimes gusting higher than that, which is not what I would want for the spawn. So I probably can't actually sight fish visually any fish on beds today. Not gonna rule it out, but that's why I'm going with more reaction style baits to cover water. And I'm probably gonna catch mostly spawning fish. I'm just not gonna know they're there when I make the cast. I don't see a whole lot of aquatic vegetation in this pond. I guess we'll find out when we start throwing a crankbait, besides just standard shoreline grass, I guess. Now 5 casts in with the swim bait, I'm gonna switch to the tumbleweed, make a cast over this point. Oh, that's windy. Maybe not the best day for tumbleweed. It's just such a cool bite if I can make it happen. And like I said, there are rainbow trout in this, oh my goodness. In this pond, which I did not catch. I caught a sunfish. A little sunny on the tumbleweed. I've honestly thought this bait is more of a bluegill type bait than a bass bait, but hey, success, I guess. Hey, so right there, we can immediately tell what the forage is in this place, which at least partly is bluegill. Although true success in this series is catching a bass in the pond, not any other species. All right, let's keep moving down the bank. Let's do a little hybrid hunting. And truly, the only reason why I'm throwing a hybrid hunter today is not because of the spawn, for sure, not because of the bottom composition or water clarity. It's because of the wind. If there are really active fish in this body of water, this is the bait to find them. And if I go a decent while without catching any on this thing, I'm gonna put it away pretty darn quick. There's one. There's one. Gosh. Okay. All right, let's get back to the camera here. Oh gosh. We back? Hey-oh. As I was talking about not getting the bite yet on the hybrid hunter, I got one right off the drop. How big are you? How big are you? Oh gosh, so strong. Not even that big. 3 pounds maybe? All right, though. I like that. I like that. Get your little fat butt in here, buddy. Ho, ho, ho. Hybrid hunter fish. And that is an official success at pond number 119. I mean, look at that thing. Side of the face. I should probably have my bag with me and my pliers. But good golly, what an absolutely fat fish. Wow. Probably a pre-spawner getting ready to move up to spawn. I'm assuming a female. I mean, that's for sure 3 pounds. Heavy as can be. Thank you, girl. Sick. That's what I like to see, baby. And you know what? I'm probably going to be going around the pond this direction for the sake of my hook set and the thumbnail. So I'm going to get the Polaris and move it over here. Whee! I might swerve, hit that corner. Whoa. Bada bing, bada boom. Bye-bye, Meals on Wheels. My biggest tip for spawn time fishing, as I'm sure this video is coming out around the spawn for a lot of you guys in the country, is just to go slow. Now, at a brand new pond I've never been to before, it's best to cover water a little bit, but I got a bite kind of in this general area, so I'm really gonna slow down right here because sometimes there's not that many spawning locations for fish in a pond. And so maybe this is the only gravelly, hard bottom area, and there might be 3 to 4 beds kind of littered in this general vicinity. And if they're not spawning, they're gonna be close to it or just finished, so they're gonna kind of still be in the general area. I call it like the hurry up or hurry fish and wait approach. Get a bite and slow the heck down. And that applies to both ponds, lakes, rivers, everything. Oh, I've got a bass. There we go. There we go. Oh my gosh. Goodness. Not even a big one, but I saw something boil on this thing, and so I gave it another hop, and we got ourselves a little male. More than likely, a male that was on a bed, but he got the tumbleweed, top of the mouth. I'm telling you, this thing hooks them really dang good. I've been impressed with this little ball of soft plastic, but I'm gonna throw him over there. I'm gonna get immediately back to this little, there's actually kind of a grass line off this area, off this tree here. I'm gonna see if there's a female chilling down there. It's possible that I got the male out of the way, and now the female wants to give it a nibble. Oh my gosh, another small one. Wow, look at you go, buddy. I don't think it's the same fish, but I wouldn't be surprised. Let's check. Does he have a hole in his mouth? He does not. Another small one. Back-to-back casts on the tumbleweed. Can we go 3 in a row? Man, I got excited thinking that was the female. Tumbleweeds got me on the big ends, let me tell you. Now, I have been hearing stuff explode in this pocket ever since I started fishing, so have a feeling something's back here. There's a school of fish right here. If I don't catch one, I'm gonna be so surprised. Wow, a school of like 3-pounders just swam by, and not a single one ate the tumbleweed. I see how it is. There we go, never mind. Got one of them. Oh, come on. That is not at all the fish that I thought I was gonna get. Tumbleweed, Dink Slayer. Single scoop. Thank you, buddy. But all you're doing is tearing up my tumble. Put him over there. Because I still bet there's more fish to be caught right here. They just all cruised by. Probably pre-spawn group of fish, my guess. Gosh, there's 2 right there. Wow, they spooked. Kind of not vibing with the tumbleweed, honestly. I may put on a wacky stick, Mach stick. I'm gonna keep walking for a second. Look at those fish right there. What are they doing? Never mind, got one of them. I guess you just gotta make the right cast towards them. Hello, buddy. Hello. Biggest fish of the day. Heck yeah. Get in here, get in here. One thing I'll say about the tumbleweed is that the hookup ratio is really good. Ooh. Okay, not the biggest of the day. Little bit smaller, but I knew I'd get one of these cruising fish eventually if I just made the right cast. I mean, I'm really falling in love with this bait for these cruising springtime fish. It used to be a wacky worm for me, and I'm not saying I'm putting that down, but this thing, the fish just don't see ever. I mean, it was a Japanese bait for a long time until Strike King came out with their version just recently. And again, I hope it's in stock by the time this video comes out, but it may be like a summertime release. So I will just link my favorite wacky worm below, because that's usually what I'll be throwing in this instance. Spawning fish, fish that are cruising around waiting to spawn. One of those baits that you can cast way out in front of them, or like if you see them kind of making their way to deeper water, cast it way out beyond. And that's really one of the only ways to catch a fish that's behaving like that. There's a group right there. He's going right, so I'm gonna lead him. They cruise just outside of even polarized sunglasses reach. So unless the sun pokes totally out, I can't see them. Like, yeah, there's a 4-pounder right there. Man, they're all over this pocket. I can't believe they're not actually spawning. I wonder if maybe one of those bigger cruisers wants like a soft plastic swim bait. Ooh, there we go. Got absolutely donked by something. All right, not a big one, but it's crazy. 5-inch swim bait is not that large, folks. A swim bait that size catches a 1-pounder. It's a chunky one at that, but still a 1. And I'm proud of myself. I gave him a long time before giving him the business, and obviously he sucked it down a little bit more. I kind of felt like I felt the bite, and then it was like donk donk. He got it a little deeper in his crunchers. Okay, so longer casts, as I've talked about for a long time, are critical today on both the swim bait and the tumbleweed. There we go. Gosh, a little bit nicer. Get in here. Get in. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I found a group over there. Not large ones, but fun. And as you, I mean, if you couldn't already tell, this pond is loaded. But I'm surprised I haven't hooked a big one. I know there's big ones in here. They've told me there's 6, 8, 9, 10 pounders. So donde están, huh? But I do like the 2 casts in a row. Can I go 3? Slow reel. Slow reel. Oh gosh, holy cow. 1 ate it literally as it hit the water. That's crazy. That is crazy. I've never had a swim bait bite where they hit it the second it hit the water. Didn't even have time to reel. I go up to literally start reeling and a fish is on there. And that's kind of classic pond bass. A lot of fish the same size. And I'm not surprised that I've caught so many in the same area because obviously they're schooled up right there. I'm gonna get a better camera angle for y'all because I have a feeling if I give it a skip under there, oh yeah, I'm gonna catch one right here. Oh, that would go. Oh, donk donk, donk donk. Tell you what, you are never gonna hear me complain about. Oh my goodness, they're literally on the bank. It's not even that there's like a fish feeder over there. They're just on that bank. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was a rainbow trout. I had a rainbow trout trying to eat my swim bait as I'm just burning it back in. Maybe that's what a few of the bites I've been getting are. Rainbows. Interesting. Oh, I'm for sure. If I don't catch one on normal tackle, I'm putting a jerkbait on and I'm coming in this pocket and I'm catching a rainbow trout to finish this episode. Because that would be cool. Ooh. Ooh, that's bigger. That's bigger, I think. No, never mind. He was just fighting really hard from the start. Get in here. Get in here. Maybe 1 ounce smaller. Yeah, and not very chunky at all. So you, my friend, need to get your weight up. This thing just hooks them so good. I'm not sponsored by this bait. This is like one of the few baits that I break my contract per se with, is this one, because it's just so good. And like nobody makes a fishable, as in a 5 or a 6-inch line through swim bait. That straight out of the box, you can just go to the pond and catch fish of 1 pound. And what's the biggest I've caught on it? 8 pounds. 8 pounds, 9 ounces. I love this bite so much. And as always, the exact tackle I'm using in this video is linked down in the video description. I've got my Lew's Speed Stick combo, the brand new one with the Gen 3 speed spool for, I think the combo's $179 or $199, and it's a really good combo. Kind of traditional cork, gray graphite with the new speed spool, which is just I mean, I'm not saying probably, it is the best $99 reel on the market. Takes an absolute beating, and I mean, I'm gonna have this thing for years and years. 7-foot medium heavy, which is a little bit light to really give them the business on this bait, but obviously you can tell it works just fine. The hook gauge is just a little bit thicker than you might be used to. It's kind of a standard like flip and hook style gauge, so you do have to give them a little bit of business, which we're all about here on the channel, as evidenced by the t-shirt that I sell, which by the way, if y'all don't have one, you're missing out. I'll have a link below. Give them the business. All right, let me burn a few casts with the Hybrid Hunter across this opening, but I really think we're running out of fish in this area, at least that it's gonna bite my lures. Oh my goodness. There's one. Although, hold up. That does not feel like a bass. That does not, or is it? Is it a bass? It is. No way, I've got 2. I've got 2 on right now. Holy smokes. Yes, 2 on the crankbait. Look at that. Oh, chill, 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 chill. Would you look at that? 2 bass, 1 crankbait. That's amazing. Oh gosh, 1 flipped off. I don't believe I've ever caught 2 bass on 1 shallow diving crankbait, but that's how you can tell they are absolutely schooled up. It's when you catch 2 on a shallow diver. Look at that, plier holders coming in handy, because this dude got the hook, and he is or should I say she is a fatso. Look at those genetics. Yes, this is nuts. Jordan, too bad your gas tank broke, because you are missing out. I have no clue why there are so many 1 to 2 pound fish in this corner right here. And you know what? If maybe all the small ones are here, maybe the big ones, oh, there's a fish. The big ones are somewhere else. Gosh, dude, it's crazy. The amount of 1 to 2 pound fish is bonkers. He is running at me. Come on now. Oh, get in here. We are just wearing them out, folks. Hey, 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 hey. Thank you, buddy. Just go find your older mother. This is bananas. It's like the second it comes off the steep bank on the other side, I get rocked. And like here in the middle, nothing. They are cruising the edge, which means they are just all consumed with the spawning process. Not every one of them spawning. Some are pre, some are post, but being shallow is all they're thinking about right now. Oh, that wind is picking up. And all that does is gives me confidence for the crankbait bite. Because like the backboard in basketball and bass fishing, the vast majority of the time, the wind is your friend. All right, seems that we have exhausted this corner. I'm gonna go to the other side of the tree and throw the tumbleweed. And after that, we're done. And you know what? I think I actually found out why the fish are here. One, they have pushed threadfin shad into this corner, so they're actually actively feeding on the bait fish that are in here. And B, this entire stretch here is nothing but riprap and chunk rock, obviously to separate the feed pond from the main pond down here. And so the fish are just sitting on rock. There's no rock the rest of the pond. There we go, got one. So it's got everything they need to spawn, hey, to post-spawn, to feed, to pre-spawn. I mean, like everything they need is in this corner. I just don't know why the big ones aren't here. Ooh, there's one. There's a nice one. Gosh, I burned it right in front of his face. He came and ate it. Holy cow. That was the craziest thing I've done in a while. Get over here. Gosh. I said, there's one. Oh, 4-pounder. Get in here. Get in here. Come on now. Yes, sir. That was pretty dang sick right there to see a fish of this caliber. I don't know, 4 pounds. I'll weigh it here in a second. Cruising. And instead of trying to be all finesse, I just burned my hybrid hunter right in front of his face. It's almost like the opposite of the trying to be stealthy cast in front of them pattern. I found that either end of that spectrum works best for these cruising fish. And sometimes if they're aggressive, they're gonna feed like that. Good grief. Let's go ahead and get the scale out. I'm gonna go with 3.85 because I've been big eyeing them recently. Oh, let's go, 4.25. That time I guessed under, and that's just because he's an absolute chunkosaurus. I mean, look at the build on that fish, just thick. Thank you, Mr. Pre-Spawn Cruiser. Not a single sore on your body. You are gorgeous. Go out there and spawn. Make some beautiful babies. Jordan, you're missing out, buddy. Too bad. Looks like I'll have to come here again, I guess. What a shame. This is crazy though. I mean, even for a loaded pond, this is nuts. All right, we are finally down to an area that has better lighting from my camera angle. Because even though this series is all about teaching y'all to become better pond anglers, my job is also to be a videographer and capture the moment. And if the sun wouldn't be so inconsistent, I could do that a little bit easier. Editor Taylor has his work cut out for him today. Gosh, what a zinger. I've said it once and I'll say it again. The Mach Smash combo, 7.2 medium, it just slings. I'm really surprised as I'm walking down this bank that I'm not seeing any fish just cruising. I think they're really targeted during this time of the year to like the best hard bottom and or bait fish filled areas. Like I don't think I'm gonna catch many just going down the bank. And it's not even like there's a grass edge I can fish or stuff to target, it's just bland bottom. So I'm gonna go really fast till this dock. Oh, there's one. Heck yeah. All right, that one ate it on the fall. Very skinny one, honestly. This is the skinniest bass I've caught all day. That right there is a tournament bass, which by the way, join my Fishing Chaos online tournament if you haven't yet. I'll have it linked below. Every single month we give away some free prizes for the free tournament, and I believe the month of May is back to a Mach combo of your choice. So go ahead and enter the tournament. All it takes is fishing a legal public body of water or a neighborhood pond, as long as it's not individually owned. The place that I'm fishing would not be legal waters to fish in my tournament. And you gotta have location services turned on for the photos you take to submit. That way we know where you're fishing at. Because if I see you're submitting catches from this place, you're gonna be disqualified. You see, I just don't believe there's not more fish right here. Let's tumble around. There we go. There we go, just dead sticking it near the dock. And I mean, honestly, I felt that bite pretty dang good. And I love how they fight on a medium light rod. Heck of a lot of fun. You chunker, Get in here. It seems like this year class fish in this pond is doing very good. The spawn they had last year, 2 years ago, pretty prolific. But where are the year class fish that I'm looking for now, huh? The ones that are about 6, 7, 8 years old. So far, CRX combo, pretty dang solid. I think the reel is smoother than the Mach 1, and so I at least might replace the reel in my pond fishing arsenal. Not sure about the rod yet, but for small light stuff, it's pretty dang good. Let's give the dock a skip. Oh my goodness, this thing skips like a rock. It honestly reminds me, y'all ever have that like beach toy called the Waboba? That's what it's like trying to skip this thing, which means that it skips very well, but it bounces off the water. But the farther away I get from that pocket, that corner, the more I miss it. I'm gonna go down the dock here, make some parallel casts to it. I just really don't think that the dock bite is gonna be the best bite during these conditions. Oh, holy cow, what a bite I just had. What a bite, are you big? Gosh, that's a big one. That's a big one. Oh, hope y'all could see my rod tip on that bite. What a hammer. Wow. I gotta walk him all the way down because I do not want to swing a 5-pounder. All right, well, there was a fish to be caught off the dock. Biggest one of the day. What a bite. Oh no. No. He wrapped me around a post. How did you manage to do that? There we go. Yeah, get in here. Get in here, you post spawn looks like fish. Yeah, you know what? No bigger than one of the other ones I caught, but definitely an absolute hammer of a bite. That was cool. Thank you, buddy. I don't know if he was on a bed or if he's just chilling by the side of the dock, but the old shallow cast, bringing it out to deep water, got that fish. That's a trick as old as time. Sorry, y'all couldn't really see that much, besides the chest mount, of course. There's a pond in Dallas I really want to fish where the only way to catch them during like the post spawn, or the best way, is at night with a buzz bait or a black spinnerbait or vibrating jig, and you literally walk down the bank like this, trolling. Would definitely be an interesting episode. Let me know if y'all want to see that. That was fun. Oh man. Oh. Well, folks, I'm just now realizing that I forgot my batteries at the 4x4, so I may have to, for this camera at least, I may have to go walk back and get those. One cast though. Gosh, there's one on the crankbait, way off the edge. Get in here. All right, well, trying to discover some kind of pattern, and besides the singular spot in that corner, I just don't really think there is one. Like, both fish that I just caught, I think were actually pre-spawners. I doubt one was spawning on the edge of this dock over here. It could have been. But like this fish right here, thick as a brick, just beautiful. I mean, like not a single sore. I don't think it's been up shallow at all, and I caught him out deep. So I think we've got a mixture of spawners and pre-spawners and maybe a little bit of post. And the whole pre-spawn thing is just get off the bank a little bit. Don't be right on the bank. Instead of casting there in 2 foot of water, cast there in 4.5. Sometimes catching more fish at your ponds just comes down to changing your casting angle and changing how deep you're fishing in. All right, new battery acquired, and now that we're back to flat bank, backpack's on, I'm gonna be walking pretty fast. You see, I like the fact that the wind is blowing into this bank here. It's blowing into that entire bank over there. I just don't like what the bank is, and that is the dam. That's not the best place to fish during the spawn. Can fish spawn on the dam? Absolutely. They'll post spawn there for sure. But if the fish want to be shallow, that's the steepest grade they got. So am I going to catch one? Probably, because this pond is loaded with fish, but I just don't like that the wind is blowing into this direction today. If the bait fish were pushed into that pocket with no wind in that pocket, man, think how loaded the fish would be if the wind was going that direction. Gosh, there we go. Snapped it out of a stick or some grass or something, and I think it's big. Gosh, nice one. Nice one, nice one, nice one. He doesn't have it by much. Doesn't have it by much. Oh, he got a second hook in him. Yes, sir, get in here. Just one hook on the poor fella, but it was all he needed. Yes, sir. High 2, low 3, beautiful fish. Oh, has some red on his booty, so I'm guessing that fish was sitting on a bed. Yeah, if there's gonna be one on a bed, it's gonna be in this little corner right here before the dam starts. Yeah, I'm not thinking the dam's where it's at. Matter of fact, I'm so confident in that, I'm gonna put these 2 rods. Oh wait, I just don't think the dam is the best strategy. Because I've just pretty much proven, you know, at least as good as I feel like I need to, that the fish are in the flatter, more spawny type areas, not the steeper, windy stuff. Oh, I've got one. What do I have? It feels like a bluegill, which makes sense for, is that the feeder going off? Is that the feeder going off? Oh my gosh, the bluegill feeder's going off, y'all. I think if I want to catch a giant bass, I got to get over there with my swim bait right now. Right now, folks. Bluegill feeding on fresh pellets. Just had about a 4-pounder follow this thing. Of, gosh, no! No. Something just ate it. Something just ate me. What was that? What was that? Holy cow, what a bite. What in the world was that? He tore my swim bait all up. Whatever it was here to eat the bluegill. It was not a bluegill itself. There's something big. Oh yes. Oh yes. What did I hook? What in the world did I hook? He is fighting. Oh, big old catfish. A big old meow meow. Wow. Thank you, my friend. Oh, I don't even have him in the mouth. Okay, come on now. That's for sure what knocked me a few minutes ago. Kind of makes sense for a fish feeder to have catfish around it. He's spinning. Got him. Yeah. And my line is all kinds of slimed and messed up. My swim bait's torn. Yeah, she's a goner. Snip, snap. Got ourselves a little trout bait. This was the jerkbait I bought for peacock bass fishing by myself down in Florida after I went with hood fishing, and I zeroed, but I still have the bait. So we're gonna get to jerking this thing around a little bit, and I hope we can catch that big rainbow I've been seeing chasing my crankbait. And this is probably just about as good of a place as any to catch a 6-pounder too. Uh-oh. Not a trout, a mouth that is large. Where'd my pliers go? I left them over here, I think. But green pliers around green grass is not the best combination. There we go. Got something. A bass, I think. Yep. They are still loaded in this corner. Gosh, there's something. Ooh, that feels a little different. Is it largemouthy? I don't know. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Oh! Oh, it was a rainbow! Oh, no! Oh! It was a trout. Hit him with the Owen Wilson. Wow. Wow. Oh, got one. Is that a... Yes, yes, yes. Get in here, baby. You are a rainbow trout, and you're on the jerkbait. Yes! Come on! Stinking rainbow. Bad day to not have pliers. Look at that, folks. Good old-fashioned stocked rainbow trout. And you're probably thinking, Tyler, you gotta wet your hands to hold a trout. Well, these trout are stocked for the kids to catch, so I don't think they're gonna survive very long after this spring anyways. But goal number 1, catch a bass, accomplished. Goal number 2, catch a rainbow, accomplished. Go live a short life after this, my friend. Well, folks, as the wind picks up, it's time for me to go to the gas station, get myself 2 large, extra large bottles of water, and call it a day, because I'm hot and thirsty and tired. But what a dang fun time. But thank you all so much for watching this episode of 200 Ponds. Again, I wish we had our guest, Bassmaster Elite Series, Big Scoo himself, Jordan Lee, on today's episode. But that just means we've got to come back to Alabama to fish a cool pond with him. Maybe this one, probably not. Maybe a separate one in the future. So stay tuned for that. It'll be coming sometime in the series because Jordan wants to be here. Again, all my tackle is linked down in the video description. Big thanks to the property owner for letting me come film at this awesome property today. All my tackle bags, my tackle stuff linked down in the video description, as always, with all the affiliate codes and with all the discount codes for you guys. I want to take care of y'all as my audience the best that I possibly can. Hopefully y'all have been enjoying this series. I know the Kendall Gray episode dropped the one before this, so hopefully y'all have been eating that one up. I'm definitely going to go film with Kendall here again soon. My name's Tyler. As always, it's a pleasure. My last episode, Kendall Gray, whammy over here, in my entire 200 Pond series over in this corner. Both clickable links. We'll see y'all next time right here on 200 Ponds.